This is an epidemic spreading across the nation.
Okay.
As Heated Rivalry comes out.
Oh my God.
Hear me out.
Oh my God. What?
It's coming out. It's obviously sold out everywhere.
Welcome to the Redirect Podcast, where Emily shifts the conversation back.
It's either Twilight. I'm just saying, as it comes out, there are a lot of people reading it for the first time.
Really?
Who are now going
Binders
into the world
full of people. Welcome to the Redirect Podcast. My name is Abigail Freshley.
And I'm Emily Rojas. The Redirect Podcast is a show where we shift the conversation back to books. We discuss themes from some of our favorite books and how those themes relate to our real lived experiences.
On today's episode, we're talking 2025 holiday gift guide and some recent reads.
But first, before we get into that, if you love us, we'd love for you to support the show in a few simple ways. Sorry, I zoned out. First, you can leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify and let us know that you love the show.
You can also follow us on Instagram and Blue Sky at Redirect Podcast. You can follow Emily on all platforms at Emily Rojas Reads. And me at Fabigail11 on TikTok. And if you really, really love the show, consider sharing our show with a friend. Sharing our show with a friend is by far the best way to grow our community of book-loving nerds.
Consider that our Christmas present from you to us. Share our show with a friend, give us a 5-star review, follow us, all that. You can also email us at theredirectpodcast@gmail.com.
Or, you know what? I'm going to expand this invitation. If you live in either the Atlanta metro area or the Los Angeles metro area, and we are not already friends in real life, reach out to hang out. One of us would love to hang out with you in person and make a real life connection.
Yeah, we'd love to. Why not? Don't, murder us or anything, but sure. DM us.
Yeah, let's hang out.
Okay. So, hey.
Oh my gosh, so much is going on. You just had dental surgery.
Correct. Surgery is doing a lot of work there.
Dental procedure.
Procedure, yeah. That's better.
Yeah.
And you?
I'm unemployed. So I'm going to have a ton of time to just yap.
Yeah. I'm going to make this podcast my full-time job. That's you.
Yeah.
Great. Well, we're excited to have you here, Abigail. And
I'm excited to be here.
Let's hope the unemployment era is short-lived.
Yeah, I'm trying to. It's only been 2 days. I'm really trying to enjoy, I guess. But it's weird because what do I do? You know what I mean?
Correct.
What do you do?
I wouldn't know. Yeah.
Because you're trying to balance the anxiety of not having a job.
Yeah. It's not like you can relax.
Yeah. Well, it's like
fully.
It's kind of impossible, especially in mid-November of a year, to apply for jobs 8 hours a day, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, okay, what?
And you don't
2 hours a
money.
day? Right.
Can't go out.
So 2 hours a day, I'm doing job search stuff.
Yeah.
Right?
Sure. Yeah. Seems like appropriate.
An hour or two a day I'm walking the dog.
Yeah.
And then if I'm lucky, I have an hour of errands, and then
we're going to start doing this podcast once a week.
Here's the thing. I'm definitely going to meet my reading goal. That's for sure.
Hell yeah.
I'm definitely going to meet my reading goal.
That's a silver lining.
And now is your time. If you guys have been wanting us to read a book that you love,
I
will volunteer myself. I have plenty of time. If there's a book that you want me to read, DM us or email us at
Redirect
podcast.
The
Redirect Podcast at gmail.com.
Just regular Redirect Podcast on everything else.
Could
have thought that one through a little better, but
yeah.
that's my bad. Abigail will read it.
I'll read it and then we'll report back. That'll be a new segment.
Yeah.
Or if you have any leads on jobs.
DM us with that as well.
Everyone guess my career and
just feel out the vibes of what Abigail might be good at and send that her way.
Anyways, all right, whatever. Let's start talking about the content of this episode. So we've done this every year. Yeah, and I feel like it's evolved.
Correct.
Our style, our format. Mm-hmm. The thing is,
Perhaps.
it's hard to like guess what an individual person in your life might want. So we're going to reverse engineer it. We're going to say some of our favorite books of the year and who would fit the profile of a good person to give that book to. And we'll talk about some other responsible, thoughtful ways to shop this holiday season for book-related things to give for a winter holiday. How about that?
I love that idea. And I think we're going to have so much fun. You're gonna have a great time listening to us. So buckle up. Buckle in. What book would you want to give to someone, and who would the person be in your life?
So one of my 5-star reads of the year is a poetry collection, The Selected Poems of Wendell Berry. Wendell Berry, rest in peace, is my favorite poet. He is, or he was, a environmentalist, a farmer from Middle America, and kind of like way ahead of his time, especially fitting the demographic of like white guy from Middle America.
Sure.
About the way that we treat our world, the way we treat kids in society, the way that we just live our lives. And I have a tattoo alluding to one of his poems. I love him so much. This would be a great book to give to the nature lover in your life. I feel like it's like, okay, anyone who has like a love of nature or can relate to like metaphors about the earth or animals, or even like he has a whole section of this poetry collection about marriage. I feel like this would be a little bit out of the box. They may not gravitate towards poetry themselves, but also reading poetry is really easy because most poems are like 5 or 6 lines. So you can kind of just like flip through a few pages at a time and kind of like, this is an entree into like reading, right? Like if you don't, if your loved one isn't really like a huge reader,
like a hardcore reader.
This is nice. And taking it a step further, one thing you could do is you could order a used copy or a new copy of this. We love thrift books, but you could tag and annotate the book with some of your favorite poems from the book, or say like, oh, this one made me think of you. I thought you might like this one. And that just takes the book to the next level.
That's so kind. I love that idea. I was going to say a poetry collection is probably a really good gift because it's like low commitment too. Someone doesn't feel like the pressure to read the book necessarily. Like they can peruse it at their leisure. And like you said, it's kind of like a easy barrier to entry. So you can just read one little poem at a time. It's not that difficult.
Yeah.
So.
And it's something someone probably wouldn't buy for themselves.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I love that. Okay.
What about you?
I'll go. This was a controversial book on this podcast, but I personally 5-starred Deep Cuts by Holly Brickley. And I think this is a good gift if you have someone in your life who is pretentious and possibly really annoying about music, especially. I think this would be a good gift for them. Or if they liked really annoying people in love. Like, I do think like kind of Daisy Jones-esque.
Yeah.
Or even normal people where they're both kind of like, oh, sometimes you don't like the choices they're making. If they like those books, they would like this. And this would be really great. Like you could make them like a mix CD of all the songs mentioned in the book. Or, you know, get them like an album to go with this. But I think this is a really good one for, someone who is kind of annoying about, even if they're not annoying about music, if they're the kind of person who understands people who are annoying about something, if they're pretentious about some niche interest in their life, I think this would be one that they would like. So I like this one.
Good call. Okay.
Yeah.
I think that is a correct read.
Like you have to know the person you're giving it to. I don't think everybody would love it, but that would be my suggestion. Yeah.
Okay. All right. My next one, you know how like some people will be like, if I could give a book 6 stars.
Yes.
Okay. So I feel like my 6-star book of the year, and we'll probably talk about this at like our year-end recap.
Sure.
Is Sky Daddy by Kate Folk.
Yes.
I just love that book so much. It's maybe one of my favorite books I've ever read. And I think you should give this book to your friend who's down for anything. Like if you have a friend And I feel like I'm maybe normally that friend in the group who's like,
Yeah.
who's like, you know what? I'm willing to just like try it out. Yeah, I'm down. Let's do it. Who's like open-minded and curious and like receptive to be blown away. This is not the book for someone who doesn't normally read. I don't think, because it breaks all of the rules about what a book should be. And it doesn't bring comfort in like the typical structure of how a book should be. So I think this is for your friend who reads but is interested in like branching out or trying something different. Sky Daddy is about a woman who is in love with a plane. And also about friendship and so much more. And I think this would be a really, really cool gift, or to give to someone who you're going on a trip with. Oh my God. If you're going on a plane trip with somebody in the next few months, get them this book, because this will be a conversation piece about flying on the plane together. I promise you.
Yeah. I can't wait. I've had this book on hold for like months and months and months. So I can't wait till the day I finally get it. But
Yeah.
it's
How much
still,
longer do you have?
I think a while. Let me check. This says 4 weeks.
Oh my
Okay.
God. Come quickly, Lord Jesus. Lord, hasten the day.
Yeah, I can't wait to get this from the library. So yeah, it should be soon. Next month. By the end of the year, maybe. I hope.
I'm so excited for you, and I'm so excited for me.
Yes, I'm excited for that too.
Okay, what's your next one?
Okay, here's what I'm thinking. You're gonna have a friend in your life. This is an
gosh.
epidemic spreading across the nation.
Okay.
As Heated Rivalry comes out.
Oh my God.
Hear me out.
Oh my God. What?
It's coming out. It's obviously sold out everywhere.
Welcome to the Redirect Podcast, where Emily shifts the conversation
It's
back
either
to
Twilight. I'm just saying, as it comes out, there are a lot of people reading it for the first time.
Really?
Who are now going
binders
into the world of
full of people. Read.
Correct. And guess what? I know this is true.
People have been
My
saying.
library has just now ordered copies of it. A bunch of them, like within the last few days. It's happening. Okay. So you're gonna have a friend. I mean, I know I'm on this side of TikTok, but I have seen a lot of people on TikTok being like, well, I'm going to read this to see what the hype's all about, because everybody's doing these edits. So if you have a friend who is getting into Heated Rivalry because of the show, which I was going to say, the latest tea for anyone who cares, is that Rachel Reed has followed HBO Max on Instagram, which feels really important to me. So as that comes out, people will get into this for the first time. What you want to do is buy them time to shine, because it's a Christmas book. It is also by Rachel Reed. It's, in my opinion, better than Heated Rivalry. It is such a good book. It's got like the most adorable, lovable characters. I personally just bought this off Thrift Books with a gift card Abigail sent me for my birthday, which was so nice of her.
Happy birthday.
Pre-unemployment era.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. So like Emily, best friend, other best friend, Emma. We all grew up together. Emma's birthday's on the 17th. Emily's birthday's on the 8th. I got laid off on the 15th. And so then I had to text Emma and be like, sorry, no birthday present for you.
Next year.
Try again next year.
Let's hope.
Hey, double it and give it to the next person.
Yeah, you double and give it to the next person. So anyways, I bought that with, I'm really excited to read it this holiday season. But I think if you have someone who's new to that world and you want to introduce, like you feel like, oh, this person is really hyped up about the Heated Rivalry adaptation, which is going to be airing around Christmas, you want to buy Time to Shine, because first of all, it's in stock, and second of all, yeah, I think it's an overall better book. So if they like that Heated Rivalry, I think they'll love Time to Shine, which notably you told me to read. So this whole path of me getting into Heated Rivalry is really your fault if you think about it, because that is where it began. So yeah.
What's that thing in like science? This is in one of the Allie Hazelwood books, where one of the main characters has like a tattoo of that thing, and it's like there's never a start or end to it. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Don't know. Yeah, but don't know.
That's like our reading situation. The thing,
Yeah.
I'm Googling, the thing in
Incestuous.
science where there's a circle, but there's no start. It's like Mobius.
Oh.
Hold on. Mobius strip.
Yeah, yeah. May the circle
Yes.
be unbroken.
A Mobius strip
By
is a
and by,
one-sided
Lord.
surface.
By and by.
Yes, with one edge created by taking a strip of paper, giving it a half twist, and joining the ends together. The mathematical and topological curiosity as a single continuous Surface and edge, meaning a line drawn down the center, will cover the entire surface before returning to its starting point. That's what you and me.
Oh, yeah. That is what our reading habits are like.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right.
Sometimes they don't overlap, but they always lead back to each other.
Yes, they are used in applications like conveyor belts to ensure even wear and are featured in art and architecture.
Yeah, that's exactly it. So yeah, I think, anyways, you can only blame yourself. And Time to Shine is an excellent book that we both liked very much last year. So
that's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
I think that's what you want to buy. And it was like not that much on thrift books. So go over there and get it.
T. All right, I'm trying to think of one more because I'm like...
You can think of one more.
Yeah, I can. Well, I have other like 4.5 or 5-star books, but I'm like, who would I give them to? I feel like we... this is not my final answer, but I feel like you and I collectively read a lot of books this year about divorce.
We did.
So if you know someone who's going through a divorce.
Dude, I love divorce so much, respectfully.
Wait until you hear about what book I'm going to recommend to you later.
I need to hear it. Like, divorce as a trope is so spiritually important to me. As a function in society, as a woman, it's important to me.
Just the existence of divorce.
Is
important.
But divorce is so delicious in a book, whether it's like the pain, the angst, the person moving on, them getting back together. I don't care. I do love divorce in a book. But you're right, we did read a lot of divorce.
Okay. I'm going to say, if you have someone in your life who loves tea, not the kind you drink.
Gossip.
Yeah, who likes gossip, who likes to get all the details, you need to give them Careless People by Sarah Wynne Williams. This is the most tea-filled freaking book. We have a whole episode about it. You could also include... cute. Okay, you get them the book, and then on the inside of the book, in like a little card or whatever, you print out like the QR code that links to our episode about careless people.
Viral marketing.
So it's like, read this book, and then you can listen to these hot bitches talk about it.
I love that idea.
Yeah. This is for people who are like, suck, like whatever. And also like, I want to hear the tea. Like,
yes.
Who are on, okay. If your friend has ever sent you a TikTok about Donald Trump blowing Bubba, get them this book. I'll be right back.
Oh gosh.
Okay, so that's my final answer. Is like, if someone sent you a TikTok about that, this is the kind of book that they need.
Okay. I have my last one. I think I'm going to recommend this book, Anxious People by Friedrich Bachmann, which I've talked a lot about on here. This is for your friend who's an empath, who calls himself an empath. Someone who likes watching Hope Corps videos of soldiers coming home or dogs being reunited with their owners and making themselves cry over it. Cancer Moon, correct. And anybody who just cries easily at commercials on TV. Mm-hmm. I'm describing myself, by the way. This would be a great one for them. This book would also be really great if you wanted to like write notes in it or like highlight sections, because it's got like a lot of really good parts. And yeah, there's a lot of like really interesting relationship dynamics going on in here. There's like father and son and strangers and families and friends and like people who are lonely and people who are anxious and people who are grieving. And so I think, if your person is someone who likes to force himself to cry over random things, you want to buy this book for them. But also that they want to be happy. Like, trust me, I'm not recommending you buy anyone the Beartown trilogy, because that will ruin their Christmas, their year, their lives. But this one will end them in a happy place. They'll feel positive in the end, but they will be crying, So I've been recommending this to everyone, and like, it's pretty unoffensive. I think a lot of Friedrich Bachmann's works are, but this one in particular, like, you could probably give it to anyone, and it's not going to be like, oh, what is he talking about here? So I think this is good for your friend who's a self-described empath. They're going to read this and love it. So yeah,
I love that.
That's my last take.
That's a good rec. I think we got a well-balanced slate of book.
You know what I was trying to think of, though, is a romance book I would recommend to buy, but that is so specific.
That's really
that
personal.
I couldn't think of one. You really have to know your friend if you're going to buy them a romance book, which like if you came to me and we could chat, we could workshop it, but just on the air, I can't give a broad blanket recommendation.
Yeah.
So yeah, sorry.
Just generally though, you know, we are pro shopping small, upcycling, thrifting, reducing waste.
Yeah.
We are big fans of thrift books. We talk about it all the time. If you're one of our LA listeners, there's this cool website called Giftforia. So if you're going to do like a bookish gift that has other components, or you want something to go along with it or something like that, you can like search this website and it will connect you to like it'll identify a product for you and then connect you with an LA small business that sells it, which is really cool.
Yeah, that's extremely cool.
Yeah. So it's called Giftforia. I've also like gotten to the side of TikTok where people are doing thrift Christmas, which is very controversial. Some people feel very anti this.
That's stupid.
But like
respectfully,
like finding like a cool or like pretty basket and then like some cool kitchen item and then including other things in the basket and creating this like pretty curated personal thing. I like that. And I think books fit into that really well. You could do a whole themed thing around a book. Like if you did the Wendell Berry book, for instance, there is a poem in that collection that is about a persimmon seed. And you could it's on my mind because I made persimmon jam, but like you could do persimmon jam. Like, you know, I think people like the extra thought you put into things.
They do. They really do. I was going to say like, estate sales are great for like unique bookish gifts. Thrift stores, vintage stores, antique stores. Also, you know what I love more than anything in the world is a bookstore that's like a used / new bookstore where there's no discernible organization and there's like books stacked on the ground and there's like a cat that lives there and it's just chaos because you will find the most interesting things that way. So you should find that. There's one in every town. So you should find that place in your town and go there and like walk around and see what you find that strikes your fancy. And then like Abigail said, you could like build a whole gift around a book. Things that you know someone might care about, things that are useful. Like I love the persimmon jam idea.
And like
that's a great idea.
Surprise and delight, right?
Yes.
Something they wouldn't buy for themselves.
Yeah.
And I feel like the more into adulthood you get, the more like emphasis I put on that. Cause it's like, okay, well, if there's a book I really want to get, I'll just get it for myself.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if it's a book that you think I should read.
Yeah.
Then
like,
that's important.
So nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. That you thought about me.
Did you want to tell me about the Goodreads Book Awards?
Yeah. First, I did have a few random things, book gift ideas. First of all, I always like to do a cookbook. My cookbook recommendation for this year is Bad Bitch in the Kitsch by Cassie Young. Do you follow her? No. She's on TikTok. Cassie, her Instagram is Cassie Young Money. She makes like extremely the log line is craveable Asian recipes to ditch the takeout. Her recipes are just like extremely accessible, but like also authentic Asian cuisine. I bought her cookbook when it came out. It's very fun. It's pink. It's like the recipes are really good and they're not super complicated. There's some more complicated ones, but there's a lot of stuff that's super easy. So if you know someone who really likes Asian cooking, takeout recipes, like you're going to find this here. There's a lot of noodles and curry and dumplings and like egg rolls, all the delicious things you would get from like a takeout place. So I really recommend this. And I think cookbooks are great gifts. I personally love getting cookbooks. I love giving cookbooks. You can often find those at used bookstores or at thrift stores, but this is a new one that I think is really good and really fun if you know someone who would like that. So yeah, and Cassie seems like a great person. I've followed her for a long time, so
that's great. Yeah. And help people get out of their comfort zone, try something new.
Yeah.
A cookbook I would recommend is I got Sami Nosrat's new cookbook this year, Good Things, and there's like a theme around this, I think, because I went to a book event where she was talking about her cookbook. And she named the book Good Things because there's this quote from Raven Carver's short story, A Small Good Thing. That's why she named the book that. And it's a meal is a good thing in times like this. And, you know, it's been a year, right?
Yeah.
For a lot of us.
For many of us.
And the book is about, it's like meals that she has shared with loved ones. Like she created this like community where she would go over to their house every Monday night and like make a meal. And so they're
really
very
nice.
simple things, very nourishing, very like just
That's
small,
really nice.
good things. So
Food is I've been thinking a lot about how food is like such a connection point for people and a way that we connect with each other. So yeah, I think that's another reason why cookbooks are great. I saw this girl, I don't know, I think it was like an Instagram post, and this is like kind of, I love it. She started hosting these like dinner parties where people bring their administrative work, like their bills they haven't paid, if they need to call Comcast and like cancel cable, if they like need to make appointments, whatever like stuff that they've been putting off, they come over and they all work together and do this. And this is like, she does this every couple months, and it's like, just, yeah, stuff like that is just really nice. Like have snacks, have drinks, connect together on like the boring stuff about life. Like that's just really nice.
That's really nice. I love that idea.
Yeah. Cookbooks are great. Okay. I do want to talk to you about the Goodreads Choice Awards.
Okay.
It's been bubbling in the world. Especially, I've seen a lot of conversation, and I think you'll see why when I tell you who the nominees are, about the romance category.
Okay, I missed this completely. So this is breaking news.
Okay, so there's quite a lot of...
Can I Google it? Good. Or do you want to tell me?
Yeah. I've seen Romantasy and the romance category. So, for example... Okay, so basically...
Also remembering Goodreads is owned by Amazon.
That's what I'm saying. First of all, get off Goodreads. Stop being mad at them. Just get off them, okay? We all need to get off Goodreads, okay? But anyways, so basically in the Romantasy and in the romance category, there's like not a lot of diversity. There are no queer books nominated.
Okay, hold on.
In the Romantasy, I did see...
to romance. Hold on.
Casey McQuiston said specifically there, and this is true, there are 3 former Hermione fan fiction books nominated in the Romantasy category and 0 queer
so the
books.
top vote is Funny Story.
Yeah.
Did that come out this year?
You're on last year's.
Yeah, wait, hold on.
Voting is still open. So I'll read while you navigate there, I'll read the romance categories. So in the romance category, we have Great Big Beautiful Life, Emily Henry, Spiral by Balcabra, Story of My Life, Lucy Score. I haven't read a lot of these. Taurus Season by Bren Weaver, Wild Side, Elsie Silver, Say Remember Me by my nemesis, Abby Jimenez, Rewind It Back by Liz Tomford, First Time Caller, DNF by BK Borson.
Yeah, but also you have Problematic Summer Romance in here. And
Correct,
Deep End, which...
Let's vote for that. Okay, yes, Allie Hazelwood.
Okay. Wait, what is...
So, yeah.
What are these books?
Yeah.
What is Spiral?
I have no idea. I've never seen that in my life.
Ballerina and a hockey player.
Correct. And I won't be reading that.
Straight.
So that's just, there's just a little bit of buzzing about, especially the lack of queer representation, I would say, has been the thing I've seen the most, which seems valid.
Also, I would say how do I say this? When you include one BIPOC person, like,
Correct.
of every type, right? It feels tokenizing.
Yes.
Like, oh, we got the Anna Huang book in here. Check. Right? We got the Kennedy Ryan book in here.
Yes.
Check.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It just like feels performative.
Correct.
And I've read some of Kennedy Ryan's books. I don't think that I guess it's just this year. I was gonna say it's not her best one, but
right. So
also Bryn Weaver is on here twice.
Exactly. And so is Allie Hazelwood, and she's also in Romantasy. And it's like, I don't know how these are chosen, but like,
is it just like most read?
I don't know. It feels like not. It feels like there has to be some curation to it, I would think.
So what's in Romantasy?
Romantasy is bleak. I'm not gonna.
We've got Alchemized, Onyx Storm. A Witch's Guide to Magical Innkeeping. I loved that book. Vote for that.
Yeah, that one was cute.
Mate.
Silver Elite, maybe the worst book I've ever read, which I didn't even read. I didn't finish it, but maybe the worst thing I've ever read with my eyes, respectfully to everyone who liked that. So, yeah.
This feels very corporate, doesn't it?
It does feel corporate. And that's what Goodreads is. Like, it is very corporation vibes over there. And the more people stop using it, the less power they will have, and the less it will matter if their awards are stupid. So I would say go over to Storygraph. People like Fable as well. I'm not going to switch again. I'm loyal to Storygraph, but there are other options out there, and you can find what you're looking for somewhere besides Goodreads, where the only person you're benefiting is Jeff Bezos, really.
Also,
it
like,
doesn't help authors.
To be clear, it's not like... to be clear, it's not like don't read popular books, because I think popular stuff is popular for a reason. But this feels very chosen. You know what I mean?
I'm going to Google, just for comparison's sake, most popular romance books released in 2025. So this pretty much is like the top 10 list, but there's some that aren't. Like some of these are way farther down. So it definitely is curated to some degree.
Yeah. Okay.
And the biggest thing I think is like acknowledging awards in general are not related. So many awards are not related to the actual best book.
Yeah.
Like these books are not the best romances written in 2025. The writing.
I'm sorry.
You know?
Wait, hold on. I just clicked on audiobook. Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone is on here.
Well, do you know about the whole new cast remake?
No. They're like re-recording all the audiobooks.
Good. Stay out of that side of the world. They're re-recording them with like a full cast, and I think it's like really annoying who has signed on to do it.
Wait. Where? Okay.
It's like actors, like people, you know.
Okay. So Brynn Weaver also made it onto the audiobook.
What is she? Who's she paid off?
Okay, you know her book is like her big book is The Butcher and Blackbird. It's a romance book about a serial killer.
Yes, I'm aware of that one. Yeah. I don't know. Just stop supporting Amazon. Don't buy your books from there. Don't go on Goodreads. Just stop.
Oh, also, it's no surprise that like half of these are Audible originals.
Exactly.
Owned by Amazon.
That's the thing. Yeah, they're buying up all these books. Like the Project Hail Mary right now, your library can't get that because it's a freaking Audible original. And like it sucks. So stop. Stop supporting them. Don't let them keep taking things from you. Okay, that's it.
Okay. I'm gonna
boo to Goodreads.
Stop being mad about this. I think some of these books are Kindle. I literally think the Rewind It Back by Liz Tom Ford. I'm pretty sure that's a Kindle Unlimited book.
That's what I'm saying. Goodreads is fake.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah. Boo. We hate Goodreads.
Boo. Okay. What have you read recently?
Okay. This is the reason I made you record this episode.
Yeah.
Because I'm so excited to talk about these books. And I have already talked about them on social media, but if you don't follow me there, this is new information to you. So first I read In Memoriam by Alice Wynn.
Okay. I actually like purposely skipped your
okay,
TikTok
good,
about this because I was like, wait, I want to stay untainted.
Good. Okay, great. Okay. So this book. I've seen this recommended a lot. Actually, this book completes my quest because after I read The Heart's Invisible Furies and then also Disavow, that author is not the best right now. So then I'm like, I need another book that fills that void that I can recommend to people and also that like I can like. So I was like on a hunt, like what books hit the same notes as The Heart's Invisible Furies. What I liked about that book, I liked that it was like a sweeping story. Like it took place over a lot of years, and I liked the characters, and I liked that it was like devastating and sad, but I liked that it ended in a place where you felt hopeful. Like I don't want to end up being like depressed for depression's sake. I do want to feel some kind of hope at the end. So there are several books I've read as a result of that quest. This was the final one from my initial searching. And also, I will say, look, I haven't corroborated this, so this could be fake. I could be besmirching Alice Wynn's name. My understanding is she got her start, or she started writing dreary fan fiction on AO3, and nobody is writing yearning like fan fiction authors. And the yearning in this, as I was reading it, I did not know about the dreary thing. That would be Draco and Harry for anyone who's not brain rotted like I am. And I'm like, this is we're from the same place. Yeah. You know what I mean?
The streets of the Bronx,
the world. So So, anyways, this book is about, it starts off in 1914, and the two boys at the center of it are Gaunt, Henry Gaunt. They call each other by their last names, which that's important to me. And Sydney Elwood. They have gone to this like boys' school in England for many years together and grown up together. And World War War is kind of raging. World War One is raging around them, which don't get a lot of World War One content. Yeah. It's always World War Two. So that was interesting.
Put some respect on World War One.
Yeah. And so in 1914, you had to be 19 to enlist, and they are 18 at the start of this book. But like a lot of people are lying about their age. And apparently there was this thing where like women in town would see like young fighting age man and give them like a white feather. And that was supposed to be like super shameful. Like you aren't defending England, like crazy stuff. So Henry Gaunt, he is like, you start with him and he's like a conscientious objector. He's like, I don't believe in this war. I'm not 19. I want to finish my education. I'm not going to fight. But he is also half German. And so his family is like getting suspicions, and like neighbors are mad at them because their son hasn't enlisted and they're half German, and like, are you guys not loyal? And he's like, well, I'm only 18. Like, I can't even do it. And they're like, well, come on, everybody's lying about their age. So he has that on his mind. And also he has always been deeply in love with his best friend and his roommate, Elwood, Sydney. And Sydney is like effervescent and charming, and he wears his heart a little more on his sleeve, and he like sleeps around a little bit and is like doesn't get emotionally attached. And Gaunt is like, I can never tell him my feelings because he would just hurt me, and I can't ever like give in to him even when he's like fake flirting with me because it's obviously fake. Ugh. And so they have this moment that's like really charged, and they like have this intense like hug and kiss on the cheek, and it's like, oh god. And so Gaunt, with pressure from his family and also with this like, I can't deal with this anymore with these feelings, he enlists and he goes to war.
Okay. And wait, I want to read this, so don't tell me too much.
No, this is literally all like the first chapter.
Okay.
This is the setup. And then basically they write some letters to each other, and in the correspondence, Henry says like, war is so harrowing that he's like honest for the first time, and he says, I am like devastated to think that I might die and I'll never see you again. And so then like the next day, Elwood, who, by the way, you find out again in the first chapter, is also deeply in love with him and like has always been. He enlists in the war, and then all of a sudden they're together on the front lines in the trenches every single day, like horror going on, and like worried about losing each other, neither of them knowing about the other's feelings. Just like death's all around them. You don't know if you're gonna die. And also, we would be killed if we did have a relationship. And like, also, I don't even know that my feelings are reciprocated. But I really liked this, and it's called In Memoriam. And like in between not every chapter, but in between the chapters, there will be like excerpts from newspapers with like the In Memoriam pages, like memorializing those who have died. And like a common thing between them is talking about, is it Lord Tennyson, I think, who wrote In Memoriam? Hold on. Like a poem. Yes. It's Lord Tennyson who wrote In Memoriam AHH, which was like about his male friend. And they talk a lot about those poems, like from the beginning, like not really saying that they have feelings for each other, but it's like how like Gaunt will ask Elwood, again, this is all in the very beginning, like, how will you write about me if I died? Like, would you write me those kind of poems? And so it's all about like how you remember people when they're gone, and like the things you will write about them, and not just like these two characters, but there's like a wider cast of people that like, you like, again, I did not appreciate probably the scale of the death in World War One. And so when it's like tens of thousands of people are just dying at the drop of a hat, like it's easy for them to all blend together. But if you have someone who loves them writing something about them, like a memory or part of their personality, like they will always be remembered. And so it is tough. It is brutal, but it was so good. And I want to read it so I can like go and highlight it. And like there's just a lot of poetry, a lot of like writing, and a lot of like feeling in this book. So
Yeah.
the yearning is crazy. The yearning is off the charts. It's off the charts, yearning.
Okay.
So
I will add
loved
it to
it
the
so
list.
much.
You've sold me.
Please
You
do.
actually had me
I
at
think you would like it.
1914.
Correct. I know. I got my friend Allie to read it. She put it on hold too because she loves historical war books. And I'm like, yes, like that's not always my thing, but to me it works here. Like because World War I is so senseless. Like the scale of the violence is like almost disgusting, and so it works. Like to have something soft and like poetic. It's just a really nice contrast. Okay, enough of that. I also read Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid.
Did you like it?
Dude, I finished it last night.
Crying. Yeah, no.
I was crying.
The ending,
So
not
much.
like
No.
not spoiling for anyone, but the ending is just like,
It's like one punch in after another.
and
Like,
it's just like
it's relentless.
it's just like, oh, and done.
And then yep. Which I thought it was perfect. I wouldn't change the ending at all. But
Taylor Jenkins Reid, you are so back.
You're so back. Like okay, so if you don't know, this follows
Don't ask me their
God, what
names.
the hell? I literally read it last night.
Sue or something?
Vanessa is the girl, and Joan is the other girl.
Yeah.
Joan is the main character. She has like wanted to be an astronaut forever. She gets the opportunity to join the space shuttle program as one of the first women to be in the
80s.
program in the 80s, and she does, and she like works really hard. She's also like very like naive a little bit, and like childlike and not experienced, and like sort of single-minded in a lot of ways. And she also has this like kind of somewhat evil sister with a niece that she dearly loves and like takes care of half the time. And she falls in love over the course of the book with this other astronaut who is also a woman, and her name is Vanessa.
Yeah.
And she's like more gregarious and reckless and like opposites, but
Yeah,
like,
but also the sauce of this book is that it's told like the time jumps a lot. So you're seeing there's like
correct.
this one scenario that's happening in the future or in the present, I guess, depending on how you think about it. And then it's telling the story in like backwards, like, okay, how you got to this point.
I'm gonna cry thinking about
It's really good.
It's so good. And this book, I mean, not to spoil any, I won't spoil anything, I'll be vague. But this book and In Memoriam also has this. I love nothing more. Like, nothing gets me more than when two people can't say I love you to each other, so they have to say it another way. Like, that to me, you might as well murder me. But I love it so much. And that happens in this book of like, that's what sent me over the edge. Skip ahead 15 seconds or so. But if you don't want to hear this, but at the end, Vanessa's, because they're on like a recorded line and they've already been threatened, like they can't have their relationship exposed basically, like, or they'll be like kicked out for being deviants. And she's like, you know, they're talking about this song lyric and it says like, you know, tell my wife I love her, she knows. And Vanessa says, do you think she knows?
Aww.
And Joan's like, she knows. Like, what the, that just gets me because it's like, oh god, I love when people say things without saying them. So
It's a beautiful book. And if you're like
was
into
so
space,
good.
you'd like it. I mean, I feel like it was pretty well researched.
and I that's how I thought at the end. I almost like Googled like, wait, what happened? Like I felt like it was a real story.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I just loved it so much. It was so good. And what I noticed about this, I feel like Taylor Jenkins Reid, which is why I think, because I was reading some of the bad reviews for this, as I like to do. She like just trusts her readers so much. Like she doesn't spell things out. She just writes what's happening, and it's kind of up to you to like put the pieces together. And especially in this one, because there are, like you said, the flashbacks and the flash forwards, and you have to like remember what's going on. But even with like the falling in love, like she doesn't spell it out. Like, I don't know. It's just a very trusting relationship to the reader, which is enjoyable in a time where I feel like a lot of authors are like telling you how you're supposed to feel. So I really enjoyed this read. It was so good. I'm not kidding. The last like 100 pages was like someone was holding you up and like repeatedly just punching you in the stomach. It's like, oh my god, no, what else is gonna happen? And you're just going back and forth, back and forth, and back and forth. So
She's so back.
anyways, was so good. So yeah, those are the 2 books I read recently, and I love them both. 5 stars.
Love that.
You go.
Love that. I've also read some good stuff recently, and I'm in progress of reading a couple of really good things I think I can recommend. So, first life-changing book for me is Barons by Austin Freerick. Okay, not everyone's going to love this book. Okay, it's a nonfiction book, and it's about our food system, but it's told through the perspective of like basically the reality of our food system is that it is owned and operated by like 5 families, and it tells the story of these families, and like the chapter set up like, okay, this is the grain baron, the dairy baron, the coffee baron.
Oh, baron.
Yeah.
Okay.
Baron.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it is about our food system, about corporate greed. The thing I want to emphasize about this book is the call to action is not for everyone to just make ethical buying choices, because corporate power is so overwhelming that you just like buying everything the right way or shopping local for everything. Like, I'm saying this as somebody who does buy local for a lot of stuff. It's not like ultimately the corporation can just come in and buy it. It's about like the need for big structural change. But it did feel really important to know. And I learned a lot about our food system. I mean, it's like, it might stress you out a little bit. I'm not going to lie. Like, basically, because of capitalism, our food system, our food is becoming unhealthier. It is destroying the environment because we're now only farming monocultures. And it is becoming more expensive and the quality is going down. So all of that, but it was really, really good. And it's kind of like narrative nonfiction. You're hearing like the stories of each of these families. And if you listen to the audiobook, it kind of, each chapter kind of feels like a podcast episode. So if you're into anything remotely like that, like I am, you would love this book. Definitely going to be a standout for the year.
Yeah, that sounds really good.
I am also almost done with a like an essay style memoir, like a collection of essays called Sucker Punch by Sashi Cole. And this is a divorce memoir.
Oh, yay.
A juicy divorce memoir.
Oh, yeah.
So I think apparently Sashi Cole is a internet personality that I was not familiar with, but a friend recommended me this book. And she came to fame because her first book of essays was about how she fell in love with this guy. So she's from a South Asian family. He's a white guy with a 13-year age gap. And this is all about like overcoming adversity and falling in love and like finding your person. And then this is the I haven't read that one, but this is the follow-up, which is about their divorce largely. And let me tell you, tea is spilled.
Okay.
It's very honest. It's very raw. Yeah. Reflections of her life while she's going through a divorce, reflections about the divorce. And yeah, wow, it is tea. This is the year of reading divorce books, apparently.
As it should be.
And then
please hold.
I am also I'm like 65 to 70% through a book called A River of Stars by Vanessa Hua. And this is an insane book. It's a modern immigrant story about a woman, a Chinese woman who gets pregnant with her boss's child. And he sends her to LA to give birth to the baby so that the baby can be born an American citizen.
Sure.
But he sends her to like this woman who like has this whole business where she like brings Chinese women to the United States to have babies. And it's kind of like low-key very controlling and weird.
Sure.
So she like escapes and she goes off to like build a life in San Francisco. But the baby daddy is like on the way to try and find her.
No.
But it's also like it's a crazy story. It's like slightly insane. It's just totally unhinged, but really good. And it's going to be a top book of the year as well. Like I'm just
interested.
Really weird. But really gripping too. And the characters are really good. So.
Wow. Yeah. Oh, so many good ones. I just put the Sucker Punch one on hold. So it says one week wait. So can't wait.
Your Libby says 1 week?
Well, it's like someone already has it checked out. And there's no one else in line.
Like,
so
my Libby only ever says 2 weeks. It's like the lowest.
Oh, well, there you go.
Oh, cool. Yeah. All right. Well, that's our episode.
And next time we actually will be talking about the strength of the
We just needed a little extra time.
We need more time.
Yeah.
It's a long book, so.
But I started it, and it's
Happy
really
Thanksgiving. Good. Okay, I can't wait. My plan is to read over Thanksgiving break, so devote my time.
When are you going to the beach?
Saturday. So, yeah. Also, I'm trying to read, I don't think this is going to work out, so I'm mentioning it now. But I'm trying to finish Lonesome Dove, because I finally got it from the library, and I'm trying to lock in, but it's going to be due back during Thanksgiving, and I can't renew. I can't, because someone has it on hold. So I'm trying to lock in, but it's a long book, so I'm probably just going to return it, and then maybe I'll get it on the other side, but so far so good,
All right. We'll catch you guys later. Happy
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving. Bye.
Bye.